Hey guys, so today I am going to talk about my 26 books that I want to read in 2026. I don't know how well I'm going to do with this or if this list will stick, but we will go with it from there. Okay, so first off, because I've been putting this off for probably a year now, is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas. It's very intimidating. But yeah, that's what I would like to get done. That way I'm not sitting on Throne of Glass anymore. The second book I would like to read in 2026 is Morningstar by Pierce Brown to finish off the first trilogy of the Red Rising. I don't want to say series, but yeah. The third book that I want to read this coming year is The Foxglove King. I have heard, one, little things about this book, and two, it's been on my TBR for a while, and I would like to see if I will like it or not. Laura's been living with her wits since she was a child, running poisons for the cartel that took her in, avoiding the attention of the law and keeping her affinity for death magic a secret. Because mortem is a rare and illicit commodity, and using it could mean death. When a job goes wrong, Laura suddenly finds herself thrust into a lavish court where no one can be believed, that even fewer can be trusted. There, Laura must navigate an intricate web of politics, religion, and forbidden romance to solve a mystery more dangerous and twisted than she can even imagine. Okay. Fourth on my list is Metal Slinger. Since the new book, and by new book I mean the second book, will be coming out this year, I would like to finally get to this. I didn't want to read it until because I've heard about the cliffhanger, until the second book was at least out. So there's that. Some of these I'll read the back of, some of these I won't. For some reason I don't want to read the back of this one, so we're just going to go with what the ADHD wants today. Fifth is The Night and the Moth. I have been wanting to read this forever, but also the next book will be coming out in like November next year, so I'll be doing that. I know it's about like drowning and dreaming or something along those lines, so that'll be interesting. I really loved One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns, so I'm hoping that this will, I don't want to say live up to the hype, but that's probably the closest to what I'm trying to say. Number 6 is Four Ruined Realms by Mai Corland. I really liked the first one. It was really easy to read and interesting enough that I flew through it, or it felt that way. So I would like to continue. I have the whole trilogy, and it is a trilogy, it's done. So after I found that out, I was like, oh, why am I sitting here waiting for nothing? One that I'm gonna have to put on the screen over here somewhere for number 7 is One Last Rainy Day by Kate Stewart. It is Dominic's story, essentially. I'm ready to cry. I've been ready to cry since the incident that happens in the trilogy. And then book number 8 is A Theory of Dreaming. This book is like spooky, and like the vibes of it are what I like love. I'm pretty sure this is about two writers who are essentially rivals trying to write a better thing about this guy. However,
I didn't catch all of that. What can I help you with?
one moment. My Alexa turned on in the middle of that for some reason. As a woman, in this book, the main female character gets a lot of the creepy, like, you're really pretty type shit. And for some reason, I felt that and was very much creeped out in a way that I've felt creeped out before in real life. So I felt connected. I feel like that's really weird, but Number 9 on my list is The Poisoner. I'm going to put it over here. I believe it's getting traditionally published. It's by Ivy Ophelia. I'm very intrigued. I would like to read that one in the new year. I believe it's like a story of this woman who like poisons a bunch of people's husbands or bad men or something along those lines, which is Number 10 on my list is Emily Wilde's Compendium of Lost Tales. I have loved all of these so far, and the MMC cracks me up. Wendell. Just remember in the first book when he like fell down some stairs, and I can't. Stupid little shit like that makes books fun for me. The next book that I would like to read, number 11 on my list for the 26th, is Throne of Broken Gods. I have this on Kindle, so I'm not gonna have it in physical form, but it'll be up here. This is by Amber V. Nicole, and it's the second in a series that I believe is not finished yet, but I have all of the books. So I would like to get more into that. It's about Diana and Sam Kyle. I believe Diana's like vampire-ish type variety of sorts, and she is supposed to be the morally gray character, and Sam Kyle's like the hero. So, number 12 on my list is An Education in Malice by S.T. Gibson. Ever since I read A Dowry in Blood, I have loved S.T. Gibson. I also have read the series with Evocation, Ascension, Oz Spirits, and I think there's another one, but I'm not 100% sure. But I loved all of those too. Gonna continue on there. I believe this is a Carmela book, but don't quote me on that. Even though I literally read the description yesterday, I have no idea. But I want to read it. Number three. I can't with this. I'm so bad at these videos. Anybody watching, I really appreciate like all of your like the support of just being here and watching. Unless it's just me. Hello me. But yeah, number 13 on my list is Nocticadia. All I know is that there is a professor-student type thing, and there's like either a virus or something along those lines that this character, the FMC, is trying to fix, find, I don't know. But I'm very intrigued by it and have seen it everywhere, so I would like to get into that this year. Number 14 is Heavenly Bodies by Amani Iriu. I have had this on my TBR since it was on Kindle Unlimited and not published yet, traditionally. So I would like to get into it. I don't know how many books are supposed to be in this series, so hopefully I don't screw myself with this, but we will see. I know there's 2 out currently. Number 15 is Gold by Raven Kennedy. It is in the Plated Prisoner series. I read all of that, I want to say, a year or 2 ago. I've been waiting for this one to come out and Goldfinch in order to even finish it, because I didn't want to be sitting like I have with a bunch of other series where I'm just waiting for the next book to come out. Since this is finished now, I would like to finish that series as a whole. I don't really want to go into too much detail about this book specifically, but the Plated Prisoner series is about I believe it's Orin, and she is like this gold person with King Midas retelling, and all of the stuff that goes from there. Number 16 on my list is Foxglove by Adeline Grace. I read Belladonna this year, and I really loved it, and I would like to continue with this series. I have no idea what it's about. I just know that death is involved, so like death as a being. Number 16 is I believe, I don't know if this would be considered sci-fi or dystopian, but it's Scythe by Neil Schusterman, I think is how you say his last name. But essentially, it's this world where literally everything is great and fantastic, and there's nothing wrong, and nobody dies until these children, are trained to be scythes and essentially make death happen because overpopulation and shit like that. Number 18 on my list is Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven. This has also been on my list since it came out, and I would like to read it. That's all I got. Evelyn can remember all her past lives. She can also remember in every single one she's been murdered before her 18th birthday by Arden, a supernatural being linked to her soul. The problem is that she's quite fond of the life she's in now, and her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. If Evelyn wants to save her sister, she'll have to find the centuries-old devil who hunts her through every life before they find her first. Figure out why she's being hunted, and finally break their curse and try not to fall in love again. One of my coworkers, who is an older woman, said she was reading this and she thought it was silly. But I'm intrigued. So, number 19 on my list is What Sleeps Within the Cove. This is a Harper L. Woods book. I believe it's number 4 in a series. I have been waiting for this to come out for a really long time, and then it was pushed back and pushed back and pushed back. There was, for the longest time, there was literally no date for it, and that was frustrating, but now it's finally been out and about, and I'm just waiting for the paperback to come in or be available, and then I will read that. However, I do have audiobooks, so I'll probably do that here soon. I cannot remember off the top of my head the main character's name. I know there's Calum or Callum and Estrella, I believe, is the FMC's name, and they're going through some stuff. So the next book, number 20 on my list, is The Summoning by Kelly Armstrong, I believe. This is like a 2010s type book. It's paranormal and it's YA. I remember when I was younger, I bought the second book by accident. And then I found this on Hoopla, and I was like, I must read this. I wanted to read it when I was younger, but then was like, crap, I can't, because it's in the middle, and I never was able to get the first book. So I just know it's got ghosts in it and powers and stuff. So I'm hoping that'll be interesting, or it seems interesting to me anyways. So 21 on my list is Eldritch. I read Anathema this year, and I would like to continue in that series. I've heard really good things about it, so I am really intrigued. 22 on my list is Riftborn. It is the one with Greenwich and Lennox. I know nothing at all about it. I've just heard that it's great and that you should read Riftborn, Duskbound, and then The Ascended. So I will be doing that. 23 on my list is The Crown of Gilded Bones by JLA. It's the third book in the From Blood and Ash series. I don't know any single reading order, so I am just reading the From Blood and Ash series at the moment. And then we'll see after this one if I want to continue or not. And then 24, A Tongue So Sweet and Deadly. So I am going to read that. I'm very intrigued. I might actually start that today. So we will see. And then The Bonds That Tie from Jay Bree. She has come out with the Bonds Like the Boys POV, and I'm very excited about that. So I'm definitely going to be reading that one this year. And then one of the last ones that I put on here for number 26 of the 26 for 2026 was Blood and Betrayals, because I am very intimidated by the size of that book for literally no reason. I read Alchemist this year, so that shouldn't deter me from big books, but I'm still intimidated. So I was like, I need to put something that I'm very intimidated by besides Kingdom of Ash. So that's what we're going to be doing. I feel like if I had all of them, my stack of books would be up here, but what are you guys planning to read for 2026? Let me know in the comments. I'm really interested in what you guys will be reading. I want to know if we also have anything in common. But yeah, I hope you have a good holiday or holidays. And yeah, bye.